And we welcome you to the Target Center here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is Game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals featuring the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves walked away with a 120-110 victory in Game 1 of the series, holding serve so far in home court. They're looking to try to go ahead 2-0 heading back to La La Land. As we look at the starting lineups, we got Luka Doncic, Cameron Thomas, LeBron James, Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton. And for the Wolves, Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Julius Randall, and Naz Reid out on the court here as we look at the A-plus home court advantage, as the Timberwolves will win the tip here. Both teams finished the season off at 54-28, but the Timberwolves won the tiebreaker to get the home court in this series. Here is Edwards for three. He had 34 points in the Game 1 victory. You see LeBron James coming around. Dishes over to Ayton, and Ayton with the slam dunk. He gets the first 2 points of Game 2. Ayton had 12 points scored in that game in the Game 1 loss here. See Anthony Edwards, as I said, 34 points. Is Edwards for three. That is no good. Ayton will grab the rebound. Luka Doncic with it. He had 34 points in that loss to the Timberwolves. Doncic for three. That is no good. Anthony Edwards grabbing the rebound. Then she back over to Julius Randall, who had a triple-double in that game with 24 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, but Naz Reid will get the slam dunk there, and we are tied at 2. Over a minute into this game, and I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I do apologize for a long time, over 3 weeks between games. It's been a little bit of a hefty week here. See LeBron James with the bucket there. I said LBJ with 24 points. Lakers on top by 2 again here, as we're a minute and a half into the second game. Randall with a jumper. That is no good. Luka grabbing a rebound. As we say, back over to Hachimura. Hachimura back over to LeBron James. James just shooted it over to Ayton. Back over to Thomas. Cameron Thomas for three. That's in there. Cameron Thomas had 13 points in the Game 1 loss. That's his first three there, and the Lakers up by 5 early on here as we are 2 minutes into the game. As I said, the Timberwolves walked away with the 120-110 victory. The Lakers actually had their way in that second quarter. They see Conley for three, no good. The Lakers led by as many as 15 at one point in the game. They see Doncic for three, that's in there. Luka Doncic and the Lakers are off to a hot start in this game. I do apologize here. You see Edwards for three, no good. Ayton will get the rebound. Coming over to Cameron Thomas. Thomas over to James. James with the shot up, no good. Julius Randall grabbing the rebound. Edwards with it here as we are 9-10 into the left of the first here. Conley for three, that's in there. It's a 5-point game. 3 minutes into the first quarter. 10-5, the Lakers on top. This game coming to you from the Target Center here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. If you like what you see so far, you see LeBron James for three. It's an 8-point lead for the Lakers early on. If you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. As I said, I had a little bit of a hard going. I got burned out a little bit. You see Ayton with the steal, as well as I actually temporarily had a job for a second. I see Edwards will grab the rebound there. Julius Randall coming around. As I said, he had a triple-double in game number 1. Conley over to Randall. Randall with the layup. That's in there. You see, during the regular season, Julius Randall averaged 24.6 points a game at home here at the Target Center. But as I said, I had a job this past week, and it was going good until we got pulled into a meeting. You see Hachimura for three. That's in there. Rui Hachimura. And the Lakers up by 9. As we are approaching 4.5 minutes into the first quarter. Ant-Man with it. As I said, he led the Timberwolves with 34 points. And there is a foul against Rui Hachimura. That's his first personal and the first team foul called against the Lakers. McDaniels inbounding it here. Jaden McDaniels had 10 points in that victory against the Lakers in game number 1. As you see, Randall misses that shot there. LeBron with it now back over to Cameron Thomas. They shoot it back over to LeBron James. James back over to Hachimura. Hachimura for 3. No good. Naz Reid grabbing the rebound. Reid also had 10 points in that victory against the Lakers in game number 1. Edwards back over to Conley. Conley for 3. No good. Ayton will grab the rebound here. Timberwolves shot 41% from beyond the arc in game number 1. They shot 52% in total. Both teams shot over 50% in this game number 1. You see Thomas back over to James. James dishes over to Ayton. Ayton with the 3. That's no good. Conley coming around. They shoot it back over to Randall. Randall for 3. That's in there. And the Timberwolves are within 6. Doncic has it as he's getting ready to cross the half-court line here. As I said, for my life-wise, I've been had a job for a little bit and then got pulled, I think, in the first week of training into a meeting with the rest of the staff and told that my job was closing down, and it just recently closed down. So I'm back to being able to make content on a regular basis. You see Randall for 3. No good. Hachimura grabbing a rebound. Thomas coming around. Back over to Hachimura. Hachimura back to Ayton. Ayton back to LeBron James. Over to Ayton. Ayton with the jump shot. That's in there. DeAndre Ayton having himself a decent start to this game right now. The Lakers up by 8. 5:15 to play in the first, and we're going to have our first timeout of this game. We are going to take a timeout as well with the Lakers leading at 18-10. Coming out of the timeout here as we see Jarrett Vanderbilt coming into the game for Hachimura, and for the Timberwolves, we got Dante DiVincenzo out. Lakers led by as many as 15 in the game. They led by 14 at halftime, and then the Timberwolves came out like gangbusters, outscoring the Lakers 45-27 in that third quarter, and that was it. The Timberwolves never looked back. Randall coming around. That is no good. DeAndre Ayton with the rebound. Luka with it. Randall with 5 points already. 2 of 6 shooting on 2 rebounds already. And the bucket is made there. And the Lakers have their largest lead at 10 right now. So the Timberwolves were down by as many as 15 in this game. Randall for 3 in game number 1. That's a miss right there. LeBron with the rebound. Is it over to Luka? As I said, had 34 in that loss in game 1. So Luka and Ant-Man were both tied for a game high at 34. LeBron for 3 misses that one. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. LeBron 5 points and 4 assists already here in this first quarter here as we're approaching the final 4 minutes in this first quarter. 20-10, the Lakers on top. DiVincenzo for Edwards. Edwards for 3. In and out. Doncic grabbing the rebound. As I said, my goal is to try to get the first round or get close to it before the end of the actual regular season. You see Luka Doncic. He averaged 27.3 points the entire season, and the Lakers up by 12. Edwards back to McDaniels. McDaniels for 3. No good. Ayton with the rebound. Jaden McDaniels had 10 points in that victory. Rebounds 12-7 in favor of the Lakers. The Lakers had a total of 42 rebounds, only 3 of them on the offensive end. No points for the Timberwolves in the last 3 minutes and 16 seconds. And that's going to continue now as Vanderbilt will get the rebound off the Edwards miss. Doncic over to Ayton. Over to LeBron James. James coming around. That is in there. LeBron James, I believe, now has 7 in this game. And it's a 14-point lead for the Lakers. Timeout, Timberwolves. 2:37 to play in the first. We're going to take a timeout. 24-10, Lakers on top. Coming out of the timeout here, we look at the lineup set here. We got Gabe Vincent, Dalton Neck, Jake LaRavia, Vanderbilt. We'll start getting these lineups as soon as we can here for the Timberwolves. Dillingham, DiVincenzo moving to the shooting guard position. We'll get the names coming out. Terrence Shannon Jr. coming into the game now, checking into the game for the first time. Rudy Gobert into the game. He had 10 points off the bench. Dillingham for 3, no good. Hayes will get the rebound. So we got Hayes, Necht, Gabe Vincent, Vanderbilt, and LaRavia. I believe those are the players that are out for the Lakers right now. And for the Timberwolves, we got DiVincenzo, Dillingham, Shannon Jr. As you see, Vanderbilt back over to Jackson Hayes with a shot that's in there. It's a 16-point lead. Lakers shooting 11 of 19 in this first quarter, only 4 of 18 for the Timberwolves here. Dillingham with a jump shot. That is no good. Vanderbilt grabbing the rebound. So we got Dalton Necht. 15-8, the Lakers are out rebounding the Timberwolves right now, as we see here in this first quarter. Over to Necht. Necht for 3. That's in there. Dalton Necht with his first 3 points off the bench, and it's a 19-point lead for the Lakers here as we're approaching a minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. Terrence Shannon Jr. with it. With the rock. Dishes it back over to Dillingham. Dillingham dishes it back, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a Laker ball. Careless turnover right there. Substitution as LeBron James coming back, checking back into the game now for Jake LaRavia. And for the Timberwolves, Julius Randall checking back into the game. See Gabe Vincent with it. Vincent coming around, and he's going to go to the line for 2. That is Dillingham's first personal foul, and the first team foul called against the Timberwolves here in the first quarter. Gabe Vincent going to the line, shooting 2. 5 3-pointers already made here. 10 points in the paint. The Lakers had 45 points in the paint. As the first one is made by Gabe Vincent. The Lakers only went to the line 5 times. They shot, and they made all 5 of them in game 1. Compared to 8 of 9 shooting from the field, from the line for the Timberwolves. And Gabe Vincent will drain them both. It's a 21-point lead. Lakers have not trailed in this game. The only time this game was tied was at 2-2. Terrence Shannon for 3. That's in there, and that will break a huge drought right there. 18-point lead for the Lakers under a minute to play here in the first at the Target Center. The Lakers looking to try to even things up as they go home. As you see Jackson Hayes with a slam dunk. And the lead back up to 20. Dillingham with it. Crossing the half-court line. Terrence Shannon Jr. with it, dishing it back over to Julius Randall. Randall coming around with the shot. That is no good. Vanderbilt grabbing the rebound. These two teams did play in real life in the playoffs last season. The Lakers and the Timberwolves did, where the Timberwolves won in 5 games. And they're Randall for 3. That is no good. Gobert gets the offensive rebound. Randall with it. 2 on the shot clock. Randall will get the shot up. That is in there with .2. And that will do it. We are at the end of the first quarter. The Lakers leading it 33-15. They led by as many as 21, but lead it by 18 going into the second quarter. We'll be back. You're watching the NBA playoffs here on VDub Productions. Start of the second quarter here. You see Hayes inbounding it to LeBron James. So we have Jackson Hayes, LeBron James. I think Dalton Necht is out on the lineup to start out on the court. You know, we got Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent. That is the lineup set for the Lakers here, as you see Shannon Jr. with the rebound. Dillingham, Randall, Gobert, and DiVincenzo. That's the lineup set for both teams. LeBron James coming around the layup. That's in there. It's a 22-point lead. As we're 40 seconds into the second quarter here. 35-15, Lakers on top. Dillingham back over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo for three. No good. Vanderbilt grabbing the rebound. And that's stolen by Gobert. And Gobert with the slam dunk. Rebounds per game. They average 46.7 rebounds a game. They had 42 in that game one loss. They have 18 to this point for the Lakers. But they did turn the ball over just a second ago here, and there's LeBron James with another bucket. He has 11 points so far in this game. As I said, he had 24 in all game number one. Gobert back over to Julius Randall. Randall coming around. Layup. No good. Vanderbilt gets the rebound. 19-11, the Lakers out-rebounded the Timberwolves here in game two. Timberwolves did come back from 15 down here in game one to win by 10. They're going to need another comeback there. As you see, Necht will miss that one. Shannon Jr. dishes back over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo for three. No good. LeBron James grabbing a rebound. Over to Gabe Vincent. Vincent with it. 15 on the shot clock. Still holding on to it right now. 9 on the shot clock. Vincent back over to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt for three. No good. Gobert grabbing a rebound. Dishing it back over to Julius Randall. Over to Dillingham. Dillingham for three. No good. LeBron James with the rebound here as we're over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lakers up by 20. 37-17. I believe their largest lead was 22 points. James coming around. That's in there. LeBron James. 13 points for him on 6 of 12 shooting. 22-point lead for the Lakers. Timeout, Timberwolves. We're going to take one as well with 9:04 to play in the second. Coming out of the timeout here, it's 39-17, Lakers on top. Right now you see LeBron with 13 points, I believe he's leading all scorers right now. It has been all Lakers since the opening tip. They have not trailed. The closest they'd have was 2-2. Shannon Jr. getting ready to inbound it back over to Dillingham here, 18 on the shot clock. Julius Randall, 15 on the shot clock now. Back over to Terrence Shannon Jr. To shoot over to Gobert. Gobert is going to go to the line, shooting two. Jackson Hayes called for his first personal foul, and that is the first team foul called against the Lakers here in the second quarter. Next game, we are going to be back at the We're going to be back in the Eastern Conference in the next game. As you see, Rudy Gobert will make the first one. As Doncic coming back into the game for the Lakers for Gabe Vincent. And for the Timberwolves, I believe that is Anthony Edwards returning, checking back into the game. As DiVincenzo will be moving into the point guard spot. And I think Dillingham's heading back to the bench. Gobert will miss the second one. Back in the Eastern Conference, Game 2, Miami and Atlanta. Atlanta Hawks, as I said, they still have Trae Young in this universe because he didn't get traded until after the deadline already passed in this universe before he got traded. Doncic will miss that one as Gobert will get the rebound there. Back over to Julius Randall. Randall back to Edwards. Edwards dishing over to Julius Randall here. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Gobert. And Gobert with the slam dunk. And the Timberwolves within 19. It's approaching 4 minutes into the second quarter here. 15 on the shot clock. Luka. He's going to lose it, but he'll regain control of it, and he will get the layup there. It's a 21-point lead. Luka Doncic on the road averaging 25.6 points a game. Players from the Timberwolves looking to try to get, I believe Dillingham's going to come back in, as well as Naz Reid check back into the game. Gobert coming around. Thought about the shot for a second, but he'll dish it over to Julius Randall. Randall will get the shot up. That is no good. Dalton Knecht will get the rebound. LeBron James with it. He's holding on to it right now with 7:10 to play. Three on the shot clock. There's Luka for three. That's in there, and that's the largest lead for the Lakers right now, 24 points. Over 5 minutes into the second quarter. Rudy dishing it back over to Edwards. Edwards for three. No good. Jarrett Vanderbilt grabbing a rebound. Over to Dalton Knecht. Knecht. That shot is up. No good. Julius Randall grabbing the rebound. Timberwolves need to get something going here. DiVincenzo for three. That's in there. Timeout, Lakers. We're going to take another one as well with 6:24 to play in the second quarter. The Lakers leading at 44-23. Coming out of the timeout here. It's been all Lakers right now. We look at the lineups at Doncic, Thomas, James, Hachimura. Let's see here for the Timberwolves. Let's see. Conley, Edwards, McDaniels. They go by a little bit too fast here. So we got Ayton, Doncic out on the floor. Followed by LeBron James, Cameron Thomas, and Hachimura. So the starting five out there for the Lakers. And we'll try to quickly get you the... you see Thomas for three. That is no good. Naz Reid will get the rebound. So it's Reid, Conley, Randall, Ant-Man, and McDaniel. So starting lineups out there for both teams right now as we're over halfway through the second quarter here. There's a miss right there. DeAndre Ayton grabbing the rebound. Thomas with it. Back over to Hachimura, over to LeBron. LeBron for three. No good. Naz Reid grabbing the rebound. Anthony Edwards. 5.5 to play here in the first 15 on the shot clock. In the first half, I should say. Randall holding onto it right now. 8 on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Over there's Naz Reid for three. That's in there. And the Timberwolves within 18 with 5:10 to play here until halftime. LeBron James holding on to this right now. To shoot it back over to Doncic. Doncic for three. No good. Jaden McDaniels grabbing a rebound. Under 5 to play here in the second. Back over to Michael Conley. Rudy Gobert looked like he wants to check in, and Edwards will miss that one. Ayton will grab the rebound. Hachimura with the layup. That's in there. And the lead back to the 20 again. 14 assists for the Lakers in this game, and they had 34 assists actually in the game one loss as Julius Randall with the bucket. Doncic holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. Luka with the layup. That's in there. The Lakers up by 20 again. That's 12 points for Luka. He had 34, as I said, in that game one loss. Got Julius Randall holding on to it right now. 10 on the shot clock. Under 4 to play. Randall shot is up. No good. DeAndre Ayton grabbing the rebound. We got LeBron James. 27 rebounds to 18 in favor of the Lakers. As I said, the Lakers, I believe, had 42 total rebounds in game number one. Only 3 of them on the offensive side. Doncic for three. That's in there. Luka Doncic. It's a 23-point lead. He has 15 and 10 of those so far in the second quarter, I should say. It is very quiet here at the Target Center, but it was loud in that second half. Randall coming around. That's in there. Final 3 minutes of the second quarter. Timeout, Lakers. We're going to take one as well with 2:57 to play in the second quarter. 51-30 Lakers on top. All All right, coming out of timeout now, 21-point lead for the Lakers. Dalton Knecht is checking back into the game for the Lakers and for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Naz Reid moving the power forward as the centerman, Rudy Gobert, coming back into the game. I believe Julius Randall's on the bench. Hachimura, as we're under 3 minutes of play here until halftime here. Dalton Knecht. She's back over to Luka Doncic. Doncic. Back over to Knecht. Knecht for three. That's in there. Matches the largest lead of the game at 24. Gobert, this should back over to the Ant-Man. Over to Conley. Conley for three. That is in and out. Hachimura grabbing a rebound. Cameron Thomas with it. Lakers out rebounding the Timberwolves 28-18. Thomas, that is no good. Make that 28-19 now as Edwards has it. Jaden McDaniels with 2:10 to play here in the second. Reid for three. No good. Ayton with the rebound. Luka Doncic. They shoot it back over to Dalton Knecht. Knecht with a jumper. That's in there. Luka had the assist there, and that's the largest lead at 26 now for the Lakers. Timberwolves have not led one bit in this game. They've been tied, as you see, Edwards with a two. Luka holding on to it right now with 17 on the shot clock. Under a minute and a half to play here in the first half. Cameron Thomas. Dishing it back over to Doncic. Doncic over to Ayton. Ayton will miss that one. Rudy Gobert grabbing a rebound or getting control of it. I'm not sure if that's a steal or not. That could have been a block as well. McDaniels has it. 13 on the shot clock. Gobert with it. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Edwards. Edwards for deep three. That is no good. Doncic grabbing a rebound here. Knecht with it. Hachimura with the bucket. That is no good, and that is going to be a loose ball foul called against DeAndre Ayton. So it will be Timberwolves ball. That's his first personal foul, first team foul called against the Timberwolves here. Reid will inbound it to Edwards. Edwards struggling. He only has 2 points on 1 of 10 shooting. As I said, he had 34 points in that first game. McDaniels coming around, dishing it back over to Naz Reid, over to Edwards. Edwards for three, no good. Ayton will grab the rebound. 31 rebounds to 20 for the Timberwolves. Lakers have 31, I should say, here. As we're under 10 seconds to play here, they can hold on for the last shot here. And they will get the inbound to start the second half. And there, Thomas for three. And that is in and out, and that will do it for the first half here. It's been all Lakers. They're leading at 56-32 here in Game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals. I am Vinny from VDUB Productions. We are heading to the halftime report. You are watching the NBA playoffs here on VDUB Productions. We're back here as we're getting ready to start the second half here in Minneapolis. 56-32, Lakers on top here. Luka Doncic with 15 points in that first half, leading the way for the Lakers here. Julius Randall, though, leading the way for the Timberwolves at 11 points. So the Lakers are shooting 52% right now in that first half compared to 30 for the Timberwolves here. 24-point lead. The largest was 26. See Doncic, Thomas, Ayton, James, and Hachimura out on the court to start the second half. That is a lineup set. And for the Timberwolves, as you see, there's a shot that's in there. 27-point lead. I believe that was that Hachimura? No, I don't know if that was Hachimura or not. But either way, it's a 27-point lead. No, that was Cameron Thomas that had the three-pointer. My bad. As Ayton will get the rebound off the miss. As for the Timberwolves, you got Conley, Edwards, McDaniels, Randall, and Naz Reid. And there's a bucket right there. It's a 29-point lead for the Lakers. Conley back over to Naz Reid. Edwards for three. No good. Doncic grabbing the rebound. LeBron holding on to it right now. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Hachimura. Hachimura for three. That's in there. Hachimura. And it's a 32-point lead for the Lakers. And it looks like the Lakers are really running away with this one. They don't want to go home down 0-2. They have come out to play tonight. And this is the first recorded game in just a little over 3.5 weeks. And this is a little bit of a dud right now as you hear the crowd getting restless here at the Target Center. Doncic with the slam dunk. LeBron with the assist there as we're only 2 minutes into the third quarter. Do not adjust your screen. It is 66-32 right now. Edwards for three. That's in there. The lead only 31 for the Lakers right now as we're over 2 minutes into the third. Cameron Thomas back over to Hachimura. Luka for three. That is no good. Naz Reid grabbing a rebound. Over to Edwards, back over to Julius Randall. Randall will get the bucket in there. Lead down to 29 here. Luka has 17 points in this game. Over to DeAndre Ayton. Lakers up by 29 right now. And make that 32. That's 20 for Luka Doncic. He had 15 in that first half. He shot 60% from the field in that first half. 3 minutes into the game, into the third quarter, 69-37. Lakers on top. If you're still watching this game coming to you from the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and you see Randall with the three there. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And also, there is a link to my Cash App in the description down below. It is not required for you to donate to, I see LeBron James with the bucket there. That's 15 for him in this game. And they'll lead up to 31 again for the Lakers. McDaniels. Back over to Edwards. Edwards coming around. That is no good. I don't even think it looked like it was going to go in here. Edwards, 5 points, 5 rebounds on 2 of 14 shooting. But as I said, for my Cash App, it is not required for you to donate to enjoy my content, but it would be, any amount is appreciated, though. I see Reid for three. That's in there. Naz Reid bringing the Timberwolves within 28. We had a couple of good games so far to start the NBA playoffs, but we also had a lot of duds as well. And this one looks like it might be another dud. I say James for three. LeBron James, he now has 18, and the lead up to 31. 32, I believe, is the largest for the Lakers in this game. The Timberwolves have never led in this game. The only time they were not trailing was when the game was tied at 2. LeBron back over to Ayton. Ayton with a jump shot. That's in there. DeAndre Ayton bringing the Lakers up by 33 now, and that is the largest lead of the game. And there's a three-pointer. That's in there. 30-point game now. Doncic for three. No good. Edwards grabbing the rebound. Randall dishing it back over to Edwards. Edwards coming around. Edwards with a layup. That's in there. 28-point game. Lakers shooting 31 of 55 compared to the Timberwolves 19 of 55 here. As we are approaching the halfway point of the third quarter here. 28-point lead. The Lakers have the advantage. Timberwolves, as I said, took game one of the series, winning 120 to 110. There's a miss by Doncic. McDaniels coming around. Shoot it back over to Mike Conley. Over to McDaniels. McDaniels for three. That is in and out. Ayton will grab the rebound. There's a big baseball pass over to Thomas, and Cameron Thomas will make the layup. Lead up to 30 again as we look like a slew of Lakers are looking to try to check into the game for the first time in the second half here. 5:20 to play in the third. Randall for three. No good. Luka Doncic grabbing the rebound. Hachimura holding on to it right now. 14 on the shot clock to Cameron Thomas. 5 minutes to play here in the third. Back over to Doncic. To Hachimura. Hachimura back over to James. James for three. No good. Julius Randall grabbing the rebound. Back over to Julius Randall. Holding on to it here. Randall still holding on to it. 7 on the shot clock. Randall with the layup. That's in there. It's back to a 28-point game. Julius Randall with 21 points on 9 of 21 shooting. He is minus 20 out on the court. And we'll have our first timeout of the third quarter here. Timeout Lakers, 4:22 to play. We're going to take one as well. Lakers up by 28. Coming out of the timeout here, 78 to 50. We look at substitutions. Vincent, Necht, LeBron still out into the game. We'll try to get the best as we can here. So we got DiVincenzo, Shannon Jr. coming into the game for the Timberwolves as well. Let's look at the lineup set here. As you see, Jackson Hayes, LeBron, I know is still out there. Dalton Necht, Gabe Vincent. And I believe it's Jarrett Vanderbilt. So that is definitely the lineup set for the Lakers here. As we got Terrence Shannon Jr., Naz Reid, Julius Randall, Anthony Edwards, and Dante DiVincenzo. That is the lineup set for the Timberwolves here, who are trailing by 28, but they get a rebound there as DiVincenzo with it, handing back over to Terrence Shannon Jr. Anthony Edwards, 9 on the shot clock. Ant-Man coming around, dishing it over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo for three, no good. LeBron will have it for the Lakers here. Dish it over to James. 15 on the shot clock. So we look like we got some substitutions coming in for the Timberwolves. We got, as well as the Lakers, we look like we got players who wanted to come in. DiVincenzo for three, no good. Dalton Necht grabbing a rebound. We got LeBron James over to Jackson Hayes with a slam dunk. And the lead back up to 30. I believe that might be Joe Ingles waiting to get into the game. LaRavia for the Lakers. And, of course, for the Timberwolves, also Gobert standing at the scores table looking to check into the game. Under 3 minutes to play. Naz Reid for three. That's in there. The deficit only 27 for the Timberwolves right now. 2:41 to play here in the third. It's been all Lakers to this point. LeBron is holding on to it right now. 14 on the shot clock. LeBron for three. That's in there. Lead up to 30 again. Ant-Man dishing it over to Naz Reid. Reid back over to Randall. Randall back to Naz Reid, being guarded by Jackson Hayes. 8 on the shot clock. That shot is no good. Hayes will get the rebound here as Gabe Vincent with it here. 2 minutes to play in the third. And it's all Lakers to this point right now. They are well poised to send this series back to Crypto.com Arena, tied at 1. As you see, LeBron with 23 points. He had 24 in all game one. Definitely can see him passing that total. As DiVincenzo for 3. 29-point game again. Under a minute and a half to play in the third. Gabe Vincent. Back over to Hayes. Hayes. That's in there. 31-point lead. This game coming to you from a very quiet Target Center here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As DiVincenzo will miss that one. Under a minute to play in the third. Vanderbilt for 3. That's in there. 34-point lead. I believe that might be the largest lead for the Lakers. As said, next game we're back in the Eastern Conference where we'll have the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat for game number 2. Necht coming around. Dalton Necht, and it's a 36-point lead. I believe Necht should be closing in, or close to closing in on double-figure scoring just off the bench. Randall. We should back over to Edwards here. 13 on the shot clock, 20 to play here in the quarter. DiVincenzo for 3. That's in there. 33-point game. LeBron James. 10 on the shot clock. Or 10 on the game clock. What am I talking about? LeBron James coming around. That shot is no good, and that will do it for the third quarter here. The Lakers all over the Timberwolves, 92-59. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter. You're watching the NBA playoffs on vdub Productions. State Farm assisted the game as we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter here. That is going to go to LeBron James. As I said, it has been all Lakers here. Shannon Jr. will inbound it to Julius Randall. Gobert out on the court as well for the T-Wolves. Dillingham, and then I need to see who else is out there. DiVincenzo here as Gobert with the slam dunk. You look at it. So we look at that lineup there. Dillingham, DiVincenzo, Gobert, Shannon Jr. here. Hayes. So we got Hayes, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Necht, Jarrett Vanderbilt, and LaRavia out. That is the lineup set to start the fourth quarter for the Lakers. Gabe Vincent coming around. Over to LaRavia. LaRavia for 3. That is off the back iron here. See DiVincenzo with it. Looked like Joe Ingles was going to check into the game for a second. Randall coming around. And that is no good. Vanderbilt will grab the rebound. LaRavia with it. Pushing over to Gabe Vincent here. 92-61. Lakers on top. Gabe Vincent back over to Jared Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt with the shot that is no good. Terrence Shannon Jr. grabbing the rebound. Got Robert Dillingham with it. Minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Randall over to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo for 3. No good. Jackson Hayes grabbing the rebound. Jake LaRavia. Dishing it back over to Necht. Necht inside the paint. That shot is up. That's in there. Dalton Necht. And it's back to a 33-point lead. They led by as many as 36 in that third quarter. 10 minutes to play here in the fourth. Game coming to you from the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you're still watching this, hey, I appreciate it. You see Julius Randall with 23 points in the game, 14 of those in the paint. And there's an alley-oop right there. Jackson Hayes will get the alley-oop, and it's a 33-point game again. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. As well as you look in the description down below, there will be a link to my Cash App in the description down below. Remember, it is not required for you to donate to my Cash App in order to enjoy my content, but it would be appreciated, though. Dillingham for three, no good. LaRavia grabbing a rebound. Former Sacramento King dishing it over to Necht. As you hear a train probably coming through here, Gabe Vincent. Over to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt with the slam dunk. It's a 35-point game. The Lakers shooting 41-71 compared to 25-71 for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo over to Gobert. Over to Julius Randall. 10 on the shot clock. Randall will miss that one. LaRavia grabbing the rebound. Back over to Gabe Vincent. Gives it over to Jared Vanderbilt. Vincent for three. No good. Gobert will grab the rebound. Terrence Shannon Jr. Over to Dillingham. Dillingham! That shot is no good, and Necht will grab the rebound here. 8 minutes to play here in the fourth. 98-63. Lakers on top. Looks like we will have a Game 5 in this series here at the Target Center. Necht for three, no good. Gobert grabbing a rebound. No points for the T-Wolves in 2 minutes and 15 seconds and counting. DiVincenzo for three, and it looks like that drought will continue here as that's going to go out of bounds, and that will be Laker ball. Got substitutions coming out onto the court here. Reed and Edwards coming back into the game as Shannon Jr. and Gobert are heading to the bench. Dalton Necht. And over to Hayes. Back over to Gabe Vincent here. Under 7.5 to play here in the fourth. 35-point lead for the Lakers. They never trailed once in this game. The only time they did not lead was when it was 2-2 here as Jackson Hayes will get an offensive rebound. 10 on the shot clock. Gabe Vincent. Over to LaRavia. LaRavia for three. No good. Julius Randall grabbing the rebound. Under 7 to play here in the fourth. Reed gives it over to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo, that's in there. 32-point game. Dalton Necht for three. That's in there. And the Lakers will reach the century mark in points scored. Randall. Back over to Dillingham, over to Edwards. Edwards, jumper. That's in there. So we look at the field goals. 42 of 76 for the Lakers compared to 27 of 76. So we're over halfway through the fourth quarter here. Jackson Hayes, he's going to go to the line for two. Naz Reid called for his first personal foul, first team foul. Looks like we're going to have somebody coming out onto the court now. Look at that scoring breakdown. 15 three-pointers made for the Lakers. 75 points off of assists. That's how you know it's your night. Hayes will shoot the first one. That's in there. Bronny James Jr., I believe, is now into the game. I'd like to see how long he'll stay in the game. As we got Conley, Edwards, McDaniels, Randall, and Reed. So the starting five is out there for the Timberwolves as the lead is up to 35 again for the Lakers. Randall for three. That is no good. See Bronny James with it. I want to see if he can get some points in this game while he's out on the court. Hopefully he'll get some of the extended time. Necht for three. No good. Naz Reid will get the rebound. Edwards. That shot is in there. See Bronny James getting a few touches, I'll tell you that. Over to LaRavia. Jake LaRavia for 3. That's in there. 36-point lead. I believe that matches the largest lead. Maybe 37, I think they had. Nine on the shot clock. Over to McDaniels. Dishes it over to Randall. Julius Randall will miss that one. Jake LaRavia. Over to Dalton Knecht. And you see Bronny James Jr. out there. Of course, you know that's the son of LeBron James. And there's a 3 by Jake LaRavia. 39-point lead, and I know that is now clearly the largest lead by the Lakers. So we're approaching the game's final 4 minutes of this game. Edwards. That is no good. Knecht will get the rebound. Bronny James with it. See if he'll dish it over to Dalton Knecht again. Over to Vanderbilt. To LaRavia. And there, LaRavia for 3. That's in there. I believe that's 3 straight three-pointers by Jake LaRavia, and the lead is up to 42 for the Lakers. I believe that might be Gabe Vincent out there waiting to check back into the game, so who knows? We might see Bronny James Jr. coming back onto the bench. I like to see him try to get some statistics. LaRavia for 3. No good. Ray Reed with the rebound. 3 minutes to play here. Randall coming around. There's a slam dunk. Julius Randall. And it is a 37-point game again. Over to Knecht. Knecht coming around with the slam dunk. That's in there. 39 points. 2:35 to play in the fourth. It's been all Lakers. Naz Reid holding on to it. Over to Randall. 12 on the shot clock. Julius Randall. Shots no good. Vanderbilt will get the rebound. As we look over here now, we got Dalton Knecht. Back over to LaRavia. LaRavia for 3. No good. Naz Reid grabbing a rebound here. 2 minutes to play here in the fourth. McDaniels back over to Randall. Randall will miss that one. Bronny James with having a touch. He's getting some touches. He has not gotten a shot off yet. I like to see him try to get some points here. Never thought I'd be seeing him in a game. But then again, this is a blowout. Reed will get the rebound here. I believe he played 2 games in the regular season, and I think he did have a minute in game number 1. And there's Anthony Edwards for 3. So we have seen Bronny James in a game, in a couple of games and watch games. He's just holding on to it right now. LaRavia back over to Bronny. 8 on the shot clock. There's Jackson Hayes. 1:02 to play here in the fourth. That's no good here. Under a minute now to play here in the fourth. It is a 36-point game. Make that 34-point game. A little bit of a garbage time run. Try to make the score a little more respectable than what it is. Jackson Hayes. Dalton Knecht. Over to LaRavia, back to Vanderbilt, over to Knecht. Bronny James dishing it over to LaRavia. LaRavia for 3, no good. Naz Reid grabbing a rebound here. They still have to get a shot up. Randall will, and all the Lakers have to do is cross the half court. And Bronny James will be the one to cross his half court. They can just hold on to it here. And that's probably what they're doing right now. 10 seconds in the game clock. Now we got the final seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in convincing fashion, the Los Angeles Lakers will even the series. They will head back to Crypto.com Arena tied at 1. The Lakers never trail in this game, defeating the Timberwolves 114-82. Stick around, we have post-game player statistics coming right up. Time to look at the post-game player statistics. Of course, we always start off with the home team. Julius Randall in defeat led all scorers for the Timberwolves with 27 points. He had 7 rebounds and 8 assists, close to a triple-double for him, like he did in Game 1. Anthony Edwards, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Naz Reid, a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Dante DiVincenzo with 12 points and 1 rebound. Rudy Gobert, 7 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist and a block. He almost came close to a double-double from off the bench. Mike Conley, 3 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists. Terrence Shannon Jr., 3 points and 2 rebounds. Jaden McDaniels only had 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Robert Dillingham only had 1 assist. Then we got Leonard Miller into the game for 2 minutes. And then we had Joe Ingles, Johnny Juzang, Joan Beringer, and Jalen Clark did not play for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now for the Lakers, victorious Lakers, we got LeBron James, a double-double, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 12 assists, 1 point shy of matching his Game 1 total, but I don't think he sat at all. I don't think he was on the court at all in that fourth quarter. Luka Doncic with 20 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Dalton Neck, 17 points, 5 rebounds. Cameron Thomas, 12 points. Jackson Hayes, 12 points off the bench, 6 rebounds and 1 assist. Then we have Jake LaRavia, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Rui Hachimura at 8 points and 4 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton had 6 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists and a steal. Jarrett Vanderbilt, 5 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Gabe Vincent, 2 points and 6 rebounds. Bronny James Jr. did play the final 6 minutes of the game, didn't even register a shot, did not even get an assist or even a steal in the game. Maxi Kleber, Adao Thiero did not play for the Los Angeles Lakers. And that is it for your post-game player statistics. We're back in the Eastern Conference here as we have Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinal Series featuring the Atlanta Hawks, the 2 seed, and the 7 seed Miami Heat. The Hawks came away with the big 109-78 win in Game number 1. I mean, that was spurred by a run late in the first quarter and even into the second quarter where Miami just couldn't buy a bucket and Atlanta was just firing on all cylinders. So once again, we have Game 2, the Heat and the Hawks. The Hawks looking to try to go up 2-0 as before the series shifts back to Miami. And that will do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please, once again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. As I said, I hope to get the first round done before the end of the actual regular season. I know we have like 10 or so games left of the regular season in the NBA, a few weeks to go. And also, there will be a link in the description down below to my Cash App. And once again, it is not required for you to donate to my Cash App to enjoy my content, but it would be appreciated, though. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, wishing you guys a good rest of your day, and I am signing off.